here on WBTV News Now with Chief Meteorologist Al Conklin.
Good morning.
Just wrapped up WBTV this morning about 30 minutes ago. A lot of emphasis on the forecast for this week. They've got some winter weather up in the high country, and temperatures are just going to drop.
Yeah, that's the story. Is that we had the snow in the mountains yesterday, Alex. Now it's colder weather that's filtering in, and that same frontal system that brought the snow in the mountains yesterday is now bringing rain to the Piedmont this morning. It's just for the morning and midday hours, and then that will clear away. We're looking at it on radar here, so we'll show you this. Again, you can see the rain. That's a stripe of rain that extends all the way back toward the Atlanta area. Now, this whole boundary is slowly pushing southward and eastward, and as it does, it will knock the rain out of here as we go through time. So here we are this morning. So we'll move this, we'll advance it, and by about 11 o'clock, you can see where the rain is now down towards Lancaster, perhaps Union County, Anson County, Chesterfield, but north and west of there, we're drying out. Sure, there may still be a lingering flurry or two in the mountains, but by and large, I think we're going to dry out. The clouds might even break for some sun late in the day before we get much drier weather that'll be in here for tonight, tomorrow, and the rest of the work week. But temperatures, you mentioned it a moment ago, in the mountains, they're actually going to fall through the day. The morning low temperatures were in the low to mid 30s in the mountains this morning, and they're going to wind up at about 20 this afternoon around Boone and Blowing-Ock. There's still some snow showers around, but the bigger story will be the wind and the cold that's going to kick in up there, and I'm going to talk more about that in a moment. For the rest of us, again, we're dealing with scattered morning showers, about a 20% chance in the foothills, 40% chance here in Charlotte, 50-50 chance in the Sandhills, and that will push eastward. So we'll at least rebound to the upper 40s here in Charlotte before the real cold air comes in tonight. So take a look at this. Yeah, this is the coldest weather we've had so far this winter season. And Alex, you and I have been doing these hits now, and we've been doing the morning news for a while. I've been talking about this for a week and a half. That we saw that the middle part of January was going to bring the coldest weather, and here we are now on the 16th. And so we're looking ahead right in the middle. And lows tonight will be in the single digits in the mountains, lower teens in the foothills, and upper teens around the Charlotte metro area and points southward. Now, on top of that, there will also be wind, especially in the mountains. So there is a wind chill advisory that kicks in actually at 2 o'clock today and runs through the morning hours tomorrow for Ashe, Watauga, Avery, the northern sections of Burke and Caldwell counties, where the wind chill factors could be anywhere from 10 to 20 below zero.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, winds could gust as high as 30, 35 miles per hour. And as those numbers fall into the single digits tonight in the mountains, it's going to be a dangerous situation. So I think we're going to wind up seeing more schools delayed, remote learning, because of the icy road conditions that are not going to improve today, not with falling temperatures. And then, of course, on top of that, you throw in the wind and the cold. So there's the low. That moves away from us. And again, you can see I've got it bold right there, cold. Yep, that's going to be the story. No major storm systems coming this week, unlike the last several weeks where we've had these big rains and severe weather outbreaks. I don't see that happening. There's just not a lot of moisture to be had, but there's certainly going to be cold weather. So especially the lows at night will be cold. Mostly teens, low 20s. The one night that's not is Thursday night into Friday morning. We may only get down to about 35. And the reason for that is there's a little bit of a warm front that'll try and come northward. That only sets us up for even colder weather as we go into Saturday and Sunday. So it's really not much of a reprieve, if you will. Now, making weekend plans. Here it is. It's Tuesday. If you're already looking ahead, I would say, you know what? We're going to have a lot of sunshine. The problem is we just don't warm up.
Right. Oh, man.
19 Saturday morning, 35 Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning 15 degrees, and we'll get back to about 42 in the afternoon. Again, both days will be mostly sunny. I don't have any rain or snow chances, but I just don't see any warm up. So when does that come? Well, this is now looking ahead to the last week of January. I'd say along come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, we're going to start to see these numbers get back to near normal. So what's normal? Now in the Piedmont, it's 52.
Okay.
That's the normal high temperature in Charlotte in January. And we'll start to get back to close to that. In fact, most of the country is actually going to warm up again. You can see the Great Lakes region where it's been so cold.
Right.
I mean, the high today in Chicago will be
zero, right? Oh
yeah.
My gosh.
So they're going to actually go above normal. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be warm. It just means you're going back to warmer conditions and more normal conditions. So here's our 7-day forecast. Got a first alert out for today. Only really to cover for the morning for the rain that we're dealing with. Now, of course, we do have, as I said, wind and cold that's coming into the mountains. That's not going to get in Charlotte until tonight. Low 19, then near 40 tomorrow, upper 40s Wednesday, close to 50 Friday. There's that next boundary that comes in, and then that sets the stage for a very, very chilly weekend. By Monday, we're up to 48. I'd say by Tuesday, we're back into the 50s here, which again, that's where we're supposed to be for this time of the year. But what you see right there, all those numbers, every single one of them is below average for this time of the year.
Winter in the Carolinas.
Yeah, man.
And this is colder than what winter in the Carolinas normally feels like, you're saying.
Exactly. I mean, you don't want to say unseasonably cold because, hey, it's January. It's supposed to be cold, right? Yes, but normally, on average, over the last 30 years, the normal high temperature here is in the lower 50s. Lows at night are in the low 30s. We're talking about 30s and 40s for highs and teens and 20s for lows. So we're going about 10, 15 degrees below normal, and that's going to be the trend, as I mentioned, right through the upcoming weekend here. So, yeah, it's winter, but, now here's the thing we don't have, though, right now, no big storms. So if you're asking about snow or ice, I just don't see that coming. We had a lot of snow in the mountains yesterday. The ski resorts are doing great.
Right.
If you want to head up there this weekend, it'll be fine. There'll be plenty of snow to be had for sure.
It's going to be cold.
It's going to be cold, and it's going to be blustery. Yeah, especially on Saturday behind that next front. So just be mindful of that. But if you want to ski, they got plenty of snow up there waiting on you. We'll have a lot of sunshine here in the Piedmont. We just don't have any snow right now.
Our colleague Mary King mentioned this morning, for the kids at the bus stops, you really want to make sure little Johnny is wearing the jacket, or at least heading out the door with the jacket. You reinforce that this is the day where you need it.
Yeah, the next couple of mornings, as I said, are going to be really, really cold. So, yeah, you don't want to be out there in the shorts and T-shirts. It's time to have the heavy coats on, dust off the gloves, the scarf, the heavy hat. You're going to need that just to keep yourself warm, keep everybody warm, keep everybody safe.
I'm like mentally looking ahead, just like, got to get through the week, got to get through the week, got to get through
Get through the week, and then we'll see what happens. I know we're going to warm up somewhat.
Right.
Can there be more cold air coming in February and March? Absolutely. But we know, again, I've been looking at this in detail for 2 weeks now, and we've had this time circled that this would be the coldest air of the season. It's here. Get used to it for a while.
That's why we love the First Alert Weather Team. We appreciate you guys letting us know in advance.
You bet. That's what we're here for.
All right, thank you, Al.
Keep warm. Have a great day.